So I'm using the database structure chemnud, which is a great name for a structure, and I thought I'd talk to you about grouping. Grouping is a really useful tool when you're trying to highlight different aspects of your structure for publication or for your thesis or for a poster, or just really for a talk or anything. You can do it very quickly. You can double click on any atom within a molecule, and by double clicking it will select the entire of that molecule for you. Then you can use the right mouse button to generate a menu, and then using the selection you can group based on that menu selection. And to remove the grouping you can right click on the grouped item and ungroup, and that will put it back to normal. Now sometimes you might want to do something a little bit more complicated than that, so you can also group by typing the command group into the command line, and that really comes into its own when you're working with a structure which has got quite a lot of atoms in, and you want to segregate your groups as well. So for example, if I grow this structure, we now have a full Buckminster fullerene, and if I say, for argument's sake, I want to select a series of atoms, so I select C1 to C5, that's going to give me one of the 5-membered rings. And as you can see, I have the 5-membered rings atoms selected, and their symmetry equivalent ones as well. And I can now, if I want, group, and I can use the -n function to label the group. So these will belong to group 1. And I could say, I can click on this entire molecule like I did before, and I can assign that to group 2. And you can see straight away that these have got automatically have different colors, but if I want to reassign, say, this molecule back to group 1, I can just do that by using the command line. So that's really quick way of grouping atoms and molecules, but obviously you're looking at this now and you're thinking, well, really I want the bonds grouping, not just the atoms. And you can do that as well. So as I showed before, by double clicking you can select an entire molecule, but if it's something more discrete, like the case of this ring, double clicking is not going to work for you. So in this case, what you would do is you would select those atoms and then select their bonds. And this is a new feature in Olex2. So again, I'm just going to use the up arrow key to go back to the previous commands and select the atoms 1 to 5. And once they're selected, I can ask Olex2 to select from those atoms all the bonds that are connecting them. And hopefully you can see this in the command line. I'm using the command cell atom bonds, and now all the atoms and bonds are selected, and again I can use the up arrow just to jump to that group, and I can give it a different group this time. I can say group 3, and we get a different set of colors. And I could go around and I could say find the atoms for all of the 5-membered rings and use that to group all of the 5-membered rings in one color, and all of the 6-membered rings could be grouped in another color. And obviously you're going to have complications where the atoms overlap, but it just means that you can generate some nice pictures that way. And that's grouping.